Now, sorry for my weirder and more quieter voice than usual, but it's because I'm making this recording very quickly at midnight, like very late. But anyhow, I just really wanted to make these announcements quite quickly to you guys. So let's just jump straight into it without wasting any more time. The very first thing I wanted to announce, and I'll just get the bad news right out to you guys, and that is that sadly the 4 games which I had planned, I basically had so after the first 3 games I had made and uploaded, I had started work on 4 different games which were supposed to be for mobile platforms, and they were supposed to be games which were basically supposed to be way better and a massive improvement over my very first games that I had made and my very first games that I had officially uploaded as well. But sadly it has come to my attention that these games just can't be finished. It's just the way I approached into making these games. It was so wrong that it has basically ruined the whole production cycle of these games. Now, why do I say this? Well, it's because I started work on these games using the Godot game engine on Android. And yes, before all of you guys start to tell me, I am fully aware that I could have made these games on PC and then, transfer them to mobile, but I just thought that maybe it was a more logical idea or approach to go and make these games directly on my phone using the Android app, using the Godot Android app. But as time went on, and I continued to work on these games, it just got very, very hard. Like at the start, it was nice, everything was going smoothly, everything was going easily. I was learning so many new things, and it was just everything was going amazing. And then when I started to do more complex things, or when I needed help and when I needed to copy some pieces of scripts or just anything similar, really anything more complex, it just became a million times harder and a million times more complex to do. Even the smaller things which should normally be like easy peasy on Godot became like extremely hard to do on the mobile version of Godot. And as time went on, I thought, okay, this is somewhat doable, but now it's come to a point where it's just not even doable anymore. The games are around 70% done, and it's just become so glitchy and so weird to work on that they've almost become impossible to work on, at least for a person like me, which is used a lot more to working on Godot on my PC. And so that's only one of the reasons why these games are cancelled. Another reason is because of the fact that I've just postponed these games so much, and I've kept you guys waiting for so long on games that I probably won't even be able to finish, that I just decided that it's best to just cancel these games before I just get stuck on these games and not be able to do anything else. Not only that, but another reason is also because of all the other projects I was working on. The work on these games became much slower, and also of course because of like all the glitchy and weird and messy stuff with Godot Mobile, that also hindered my programming, my cycle, of making these games a lot more. And just all of these different reasons combined together are the main reasons why these games are sadly not gonna be released. Now, what's the good part in this? Well, the good part in this is that I've already managed to learn so much. Not just with Godot and GDScript and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, of course, I managed to learn so many different things, and I managed to improve so much with the first few games and then these games as well. And I've managed to just improve my game development like a lot more in general, but also I managed to learn a lot of different lessons and a lot of different important things about game development which I haven't known before, or which I just was wrong about before, which definitely opened my eyes a lot more to the world of game development and just improved my entire scope as a in general. So words cannot explain how sorry I am and how sad I am towards you guys, because of the fact that I just can't. I just feel that I can't release these games, but to compensate for not releasing these games, I have decided to compensate you guys with a lot more different things. The first good announcement, with a lot more different good announcements and a lot more new additions. So the first good announcement is that I will be opening a brand new website. The website is already finished, it's already fully finished, it's already fully open to the public, and it's all ready for you guys to see it. The link is in the description down below, and this website is very cool. Shout out to one of my friends. If he has any socials or anything similar, then they will definitely be linked in the description down below. But just a massive shout out to my friend who mostly made the website and helped me out massively with the making of this website. So, and yeah, the website is just, at least in my opinion, it looks great, it works great in general, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. It's basically just a website for the Limitless Lab games and just all sorts of different things, you know, related to it. The second good announcement is that now, with all of these massive improvements to my game development knowledge, I can finally start to make bigger and way better projects than the ones I've done so far, which is great because now I can start doing way bigger, way better, way more fleshed out projects, just overall in general way greater projects. And so yes, definitely stay tuned for those much bigger and much greater and much better and overall much more improved projects. And also the pre-final, I guess, good news is that, or before final good news, is that the Limitless Lab games will be expanding its scope to many different kinds of projects. I already said that we're planning to do loads of different kinds of projects, but now we're expanding to way more different kinds of projects. What do I mean by this? Well, one example is that we're planning to start making our own custom community-made Thomas and Friends episodes, so that will be very fun as well. And just a lot of different other scopes and areas that the Limitless Lab games will expand on, and I'm very excited for that. And as a result of all of these good news, the final good news is that the Discord server will be getting another quite big update with a lot of new additions, changes, improvements, and so on, to basically match these new and massive changes. So yeah, I am terribly sorry to you guys for these massively bad news, and I am terribly sorry for the fact that how we've managed this whole situation with these games as a whole. And I hope you guys can forgive, and I hope all these other good news and all these different compensations make up for the great lack of content.